بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu'alaikum, friends. Welcome back to Muslim Path. Today, we're going to uncover a fascinating mystery that dates back 1,400 years, the amazing facts about crows mentioned in Islamic teachings. In the Quran, we find remarkable insights about various creatures, and crows are among them. Did you know that these intelligent birds are actually highlighted for their wisdom and unique behaviors? In Surah Al-Ma'idah, chapter 5, verse 31, Allah recounts the story of the sons of Adam, where a crow played a crucial role in teaching a profound lesson. This story is a testament to the intelligence of crows, something modern science has only recently begun to understand fully. Crows are known for their incredible memory and problem-solving abilities. They can recognize human faces, use tools, and even hold funerals for their dead. It's amazing how these behaviors align with the wisdom shared in Islamic texts so long ago. As we explore these fascinating revelations, we can see how the Quran continues to provide us with valuable knowledge and insights. Isn't it incredible to think that what was revealed over a millennium ago still holds relevance and truth today? If you're as intrigued as I am by these hidden mysteries and want to learn more about how Islamic teachings align with modern discoveries, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join us for more enlightening content. Let's uncover these mysteries together. Stay tuned and let's dive deeper into the wisdom of the ages. As we know, crows are often associated with many myths and symbolisms in various cultures. But what about their role in Islamic teachings? What makes this bird so special that it's mentioned in religious texts that are thousands of years old? Crows are fascinating creatures with incredible intelligence. In Islamic teachings, they hold a unique place. One significant story is found in the Quran, Surah Al-Ma'idah, chapter 5, verse 31. After Cain killed Abel, he didn't know what to do with his brother's body. Allah sent a crow to show Cain how to bury Abel by digging the ground with its beak and claws. This act taught Cain about burial, a critical aspect of human civilization. This story highlights the crow's role in teaching humans an important lesson. Crows also serve as reminders of wisdom and intelligence. Modern science has revealed that crows have exceptional problem-solving skills, can recognize human faces, and use tools. These discoveries show us how advanced their cognitive abilities are, aligning with the wisdom shared in Islamic texts long ago. To understand this better, think of crows as teachers in nature. Just as a teacher imparts knowledge and wisdom to students, crows taught humanity a valuable lesson about respecting and handling the dead. Their actions symbolize how nature can provide guidance and insight even in the simplest forms. In many cultures, crows are seen as omens or symbols of bad luck, but in Islam, they are portrayed in a more positive light. This reflects the broader Islamic principle of finding lessons and wisdom in all of Allah's creations. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, encouraged Muslims to observe and learn from nature. He said, "Seek knowledge even if it is as far as China, Sunan, ibn Maya. This highlights the importance of continuous learning and understanding, even from unexpected sources like CROWS. So, when we look at crows through the lens of Islamic teachings, we see them not as mere birds, but as symbols of wisdom and divine instruction. Their story reminds us to seek knowledge and understanding from all of Allah's creations, no matter how small or overlooked they may be. "1,400 years ago, when Islam was first introduced, many creatures and natural phenomena were mentioned in the Quran and Hadith. One of them is the crow. What are the historical events related to this bird during that time? One of the most notable mentions of the crow in Islamic history is found in Surah Al-Ma'idah, chapter 5, verse 31. This verse tells the story of Cain and Abel, the two sons of Adam. After Cain killed Abel, he was unsure how to dispose of his brother's body. At this moment, Allah sent a crow that started digging the ground to show Cain how to bury the dead body. Cain realized his mistake and learned the important practice of burial from this crow. This story is significant because it highlights how even in ancient times, Allah used His creations to teach important lessons to humanity. To put this into a modern perspective, think about how we learn essential life skills. Just as children learn by observing their parents or teachers, Cain learned by watching the crow. This parable teaches us that wisdom can come from any source, and we should always be open to learning, even from the simplest creatures around us. Crows are also known for their intelligence and problem-solving skills. They can use tools and recognize human faces, which modern science has only recently discovered. This aligns with the wisdom shared in the Quran centuries ago, showing that the teachings of Islam were ahead of their time in recognizing the intelligence and significance of this bird. In another context, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, emphasized the importance of learning from nature. He said, "The example of a good companion and a bad companion is like that of the seller of musk and the blacksmith's bellows." Sahih al-Bukhari 2101. This hadith encourages us to seek good company and learn positive traits from those around us, much like how Cain learned from the crow. By understanding the historical context of the crow in Islamic teachings, we can appreciate how Allah's wisdom is reflected in all His creations. It reminds us to be observant and open to learning from everything around us, no matter how ordinary it may seem. The crow's story is a beautiful example of how even the smallest creatures can teach us profound lessons and guide us towards better understanding and wisdom. According to several texts in the Quran and Hadith, the crow is mentioned in the story of Abel and Cain. This story is a significant part of human history, particularly regarding the burial process. Let's delve into this narrative and its lessons. In Surah Al-Ma'idah, chapter 5, verse 31, Allah describes how Cain, after killing his brother Abel, was at a loss for what to do with his body. The verse says, "Then Allah sent a crow digging in the ground to show him how to hide the disgrace of his brother. He said, 'Woe to me! Am I not even able to be as this crow and hide the disgrace of my brother?' So he became full of regret." This event marked the first time in human history that the concept of burial was introduced. To understand this better, think about how children learn by observing their parents or surroundings. Just as a child learns essential life skills by watching others, Cain learned the importance of burying the dead by observing the crow. This story shows how Allah's wisdom is embedded in nature and how we can learn valuable lessons from even the simplest creatures. This teaching extends beyond just the act of burial. It emphasizes the importance of learning from nature and being humble enough to take lessons from all of Allah's creations. The crow, a seemingly ordinary bird, played a crucial role in teaching humanity about respecting and handling the dead. Another parable from life that can help illustrate this lesson is how farmers observe the behavior of animals to predict weather changes or natural events. Just as farmers gain knowledge from observing animals, Kabul gained a crucial understanding by watching the crow. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, also emphasized the importance of seeking knowledge and learning from every possible source. He said, "Wisdom is the lost property of the believer, so wherever he finds it, he has a better right to it." Sunan ibn Majah 4169. This hadith reinforces the idea that knowledge and wisdom can come from unexpected places, and we should be open to learning from them. In conclusion, the story of Kabul and the crow in the Quran is a profound example of how even the smallest creatures can teach us significant life lessons. It reminds us to be observant, humble, and always open to learning, as Allah's wisdom can manifest in many forms around us. This narrative encourages us to appreciate and respect all of Allah's creations, recognizing the valuable teachings they can impart. Interestingly, modern scientists have discovered that crows possess extraordinary cognitive abilities. These birds can recognize human faces, use tools, and learn from experience. These scientific facts seem to affirm their presence in religious texts, highlighting their unique significance. In the Quran, the story of Kabul and Habil, Cain and Abel in Surah Al-Ma'idah, chapter 5, verse 31, involves a crow teaching Kabul how to bury his brother. This act of the crow is significant as it showcases the bird's intelligence and its role in imparting crucial knowledge. The verse states, "Then Allah sent a crow digging in the ground to show him how to hide the disgrace of his brother. He said, 'Woe to me! Am I not even able to be as this crow and hide the disgrace of my brother?'" Modern science has confirmed that crows are incredibly intelligent. They have been observed using tools to obtain food, solving complex problems, and even holding funerals for their dead. Crows can also recognize and remember human faces, distinguishing between those who are friendly and those who pose a threat. This ability to remember and learn from experiences aligns with the wisdom depicted in Islamic texts. Consider a parable from life. A child learning from observing their surroundings. Just as a child learns by watching and mimicking adults, Kabul learned the burial process by observing the crow. This story underscores the importance of learning from nature and recognizing the intelligence present in all of Allah's creations. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, emphasized the value of seeking knowledge and learning from all sources. He said, "Seek knowledge from the cradle to the grave." Al-Mujam al-Awsat 5376. This hadith encourages Muslims to continuously seek knowledge and be open to learning from the world around them, just as Kabul learned from the crow. These scientific findings about crows reinforce the teachings found in the Quran and Hadith. They highlight the importance of being observant and appreciating the wisdom in all creatures. For instance, scientists have observed crows using sticks to extract insects from tree bark, showcasing their problem-solving skills. Similarly, in our daily lives, we can learn valuable lessons from observing the behaviors and interactions of animals around us. In conclusion, the cognitive abilities of crows, as confirmed by modern science, resonate with their significant presence in Islamic texts. These observations remind us to value the wisdom and intelligence inherent in all of Allah's creations. By doing so, we can gain a deeper understanding of the world and continue to seek knowledge from every possible source. The crow in Islam not only plays a role in historical stories, but also serves as a symbol of wisdom and cleverness. In many cultures, crows are considered keepers of nature's secrets and bearers of important messages. How about in the Islamic context? In Islamic teachings, the crow's symbolism is tied to its intelligence and the lessons it imparts. One of the most significant stories involving a crow is found in Surah Al-Ma'idah, chapter 5, verse 31, where a crow teaches Kabil Cain how to bury his brother, Habil Abel. This act of showing Kabil the burial process highlights the crow's role as a teacher, symbolizing wisdom and cleverness. The verse states, "Then Allah sent a crow digging in the ground to show him how to hide the disgrace of his brother. He said, 'Woe to me! Am I not even able to be as this crow and hide the disgrace of my brother?' So he became full of regret." To understand this symbolism better, consider a modern-day example. When we see someone demonstrating a skill or behavior, we learn by observing and imitating them. Just like Kabil learned from the crow, we can gain knowledge and wisdom by being attentive to the lessons around us. Crows are also known for their problem-solving abilities and intelligence. They can use tools, recognize human faces, and learn from experience. This cleverness is mirrored in the Islamic context, where the crow's actions in this story of Kabil and Habil highlight the importance of learning from nature and being open to wisdom from all sources. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, emphasized the importance of seeking knowledge and wisdom. He said, "The seeking of knowledge is obligatory for every Muslim." Sunan Ibn Majah 224. This hadith encourages Muslims to constantly seek knowledge and wisdom, just as Kabil learned from the crow. In many cultures, crows are seen as messengers or symbols of deeper truths. In Islam, the crow's role in the story of Kabil and Habil serves as a reminder that Allah's wisdom is present in all of His creations. This symbolism teaches us to look beyond the surface and seek the deeper meanings and lessons in everything around us. For example, consider how farmers often observe animal behavior to predict weather changes or natural events. Similarly, we can learn valuable lessons by paying attention to the world around us and understanding the signs and wisdom that Allah has placed in nature. In conclusion, the crow in Islam is a powerful symbol of wisdom and cleverness. Its role in the story of Kabil and Habil teaches us to be observant, open to learning from all sources, and to recognize the profound wisdom present in Allah's creations. By appreciating these lessons, we can gain a deeper understanding of the world and enrich our knowledge and faith. So friends, these are some interesting facts about crows that have been mentioned in Islamic teachings for 1,400 years. It turns out that there's much to learn from this small bird. Let's summarize what we've discussed and understand the broader implications. The story of Kabil Cain and Habil Abel in Surah Al-Ma'idah chapter 5, verse 31 is a significant example. When Kabil didn't know how to handle his brother's body after committing the first murder, Allah sent a crow to show him how to bury the dead. This event taught humanity an important practice. The verse states, "Then Allah sent a crow digging in the ground to show him how to hide the disgrace of his brother. He said, 'Woe to me! Am I not even able to be as this crow and hide the disgrace of my brother?' So he became full of regret." This story teaches us that wisdom can come from even the simplest creatures. Modern science has confirmed the intelligence of crows. They can recognize human faces, use tools, and solve problems. This aligns with the wisdom depicted in Islamic texts. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, emphasized the importance of seeking knowledge, saying, "The seeking of knowledge is obligatory for every Muslim," Sunan ibn Majah 224. This hadith encourages us to constantly learn from everything around us. To put this into perspective, think about how we learn valuable life lessons from observing nature. Farmers, for example, often look to animal behavior to predict weather changes. Similarly, we can gain insights by being observant and learning from all of Allah's creations, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. The crow's story in the Quran teaches us about humility, the value of learning from nature, and the importance of respecting all forms of life. It reminds us to seek wisdom in unexpected places and to appreciate the knowledge that Allah has embedded in His creations. I hope this content is beneficial and broadens your knowledge. Remember, learning is a continuous journey, and we can find valuable lessons all around us if we keep our minds open. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more interesting content. Wassalamu'alaikum. Thank you for watching. Feel free to leave a comment below if you have any questions or want to share additional knowledge on this topic. See you in the next video.